Hello, good evening. My name is Rukku Raju. On behalf of KP classes, I'll be conducting the career opportunities section for geology. So I hope everybody can hear me. Voice and section video is clear. So welcome to NIT Rourkela students, geology students over here. So let's see what are the opportunities in geology further after your masters. So all of you are master students or MSc students or MDoc students, I hope, because they're so let's see what are the different opportunities we have. So first, this is the nutshell regarding all the opportunities that we have currently in India and abroad for geology. Mainly, there are central government jobs. We'll elaborate about all these points now. There is central government job, GSI, CGWB, AMD, Scientist B grade, IBM, etc. There is state government job, geologist, hydrogeologist, mining officers. Other than central government and state government, there are some PSUs like ONGC, Coal India, Hindustan Copper Limited, MECL, Neyveli Lignite Mine. They also there good opportunities are there in these PSUs. Then in some private sectors, some petroleum industries, mining industries, GIS and remote sensing related industries also give us job opportunities. Other than these, we can go for further higher studies after your masters. You can do PhD programs or MTech programs, or else if you want to go abroad, we can study abroad with or for masters or for PhD. So let's see each and every opportunities in detail now. So the first one is so these are the different competitive exams after MSc. For getting job, we have to crack any of these exam. Like there is UPSC Combined Geoscientist exam, which is the GSI exam for hydrogeologist and scientist, geologist, scientist A grade post. Then other than that, there is GATE entrance exam for geology and for geophysics, where we get a job for PSUs or for higher studies also, we can use the GATE entrance. Then there is CSIR-NET for JRF and lectureship. Then other UPSC scientist B grade exams are there for assistant hydrogeologist, assistant geologist, mining officer kind of post. Then these other PSUs and central government institutes, they also conduct separate exams sometimes like AMD, IBM, NLC, MECL, BARC, Coal India, etc. So now, first and the major portion, like institute that a geologist in India get job is combined geoscientist exam through this examination in Geological Survey of India. So if you want to get a job in Geological Survey of India, we have to crack the combined geoscientist examination. In the combined geoscientist examination, there are mainly three sections. There is a preliminary exam section, a mains exam section, and an interview section. For prelims, we have to crack both. There are two papers, geology and general studies paper. General science paper is a very important section. We just need to qualify the paper, but the material, the mark in we score in general science is very important. That is the particular, if you score higher in general science, how much more you score, that much good it will be for you to like when you combine the whole mark. You can see this over here. This is the 2021 cutoff, sorry, 2020 cutoff mark, because in 2021 there was no much vacancies, but in 2022 and 23, in 22 already the exams are done, even the written exam and the interview is also finished. They are waiting for the result. In 23 also they have vacancies are much higher in these 2 years. So 300 plus 200 plus these vacancies means that much, that is very good, a very higher number in vacancy. So we hope next year also there will be this many number of vacancies can be provided. So you can see that for scoring, this is the cutoff mark required for the combined geoscientist examination in 2020. So it will be almost similar, like sometimes it's very not much varying. So for a general without any reservation section category, that year there was vacancies of 33. Then for the preliminary section, combining geology and general standings together, 154 marks were required. This is the cutoff out of 400. Then in the mains paper, out of 1,000, 413 is required. So for geology and general science paper, more you score in the general science paper, higher will be your combined mark over here. But you don't need to, if you don't know much about general science, then you have to concentrate more on geology section, score as much as you can in geology section, and use the general science studies section just to qualify. If you did not qualify in general science, then our geology paper is of no value. So this is actually an important section. So I request everyone to keep your mic mute. So for those who have joined late, I'll just have an introduction once more. Here, I am Rikuraju on behalf of KP classes. I am giving we are conducting a webinar on career opportunities in geology and earth sciences. So we just started with, and I gave a nutshell about all the institutes or all the different sections where we have opportunities. And these are the different competitive exams or the institutes that conduct competitive exams for vacancies for their job. Starting with the GSI combined geoscientist examination conducted by UPSC, GATE, CSIR-NET, other scientist B grade entrances committed by conducting by UPSC, then all other institutes. These all institutes also conduct sometimes, in some years they also conduct exams. This year there was AMD kept an examination. IBM also had a vacancy and they also conducted an examination. Then we started with the combined geoscientist examination, where if you this examination is for joining the Geological Survey of India. If for the post of scientist A grade geologist post, there is hydrogeologist section also, which we get a scientist B grade job in CGWB, Central Groundwater Board. So geologist, geoscientist section in GSI, for cracking the job, getting a job in Geological Survey of India, or to crack the combined geoscientist examination, we have to go through a prelims paper, mains paper, and an interview section. Interview is a very tough interview. They will ask conceptual questions. Even the mains paper is also very tough, and usually conceptual questions come. There is no single one-word options are very rare. Numerical questions are comparatively lesser, but it is all conceptual over there. Options are very tough to understand in prelims paper. Mains is a detailed subjective paper. We have to write essays. It's normally like a semester paper that you give in your colleges. So in prelims paper, both geology and general science paper will be there. Geology, as usual, it is very important. General science paper is, you can just, 20 marks is more than enough for qualifying the general science paper. But as more you score in general science, more will be your combined prelims paper mark. So that is also required for your final stage cutoff mark. So they'll combine prelims mark and mains mark for the cutoff mark at final stage. And if you qualify this cutoff mark, then only you will be able to appear in the interview examination. So all these sections are very important. Paper is also very tough, one of the toughest section examination in geology in India. So for prelims, it is an objective section paper, but still the questions are very conceptual, very lengthy. Options will be there. So mains is a 3-day continuous section. Then comes the interview part. Then after interview also there is medical, but that's not a very big issue. But interview, mains and cracking prelims, then comes mains and then interview, then only you will be getting a job in Geological Survey of India. But thankfully in this year and 2022 and 2023, there was very much higher amount of vacancies, 100 plus vacancies, and getting a job as a geologist, scientist A grade is a very good opportunity if you love geology. Now, next major exam is GATE, Geology section. That's mainly for recruitments in PSUs. We can also opt for PhDs. There's some in IITs and other top universities. They will have an intake through GATE mark for their PhD. Also for admission for in MTech, we can use the GATE score. So this is the cutoff mark in 2022 GATE cutoff mark actually for the general section without any reservation section. The cutoff mark was 48.7 out of 100. So we can expect this year the mark will be 49. Every year, usually the mark increases, cutoff mark increases, obviously competition increases, cutoff mark also increases. So this is 2022 cutoff mark. And these are the companies that which give opportunities through through the GATE examination: ONGC, Oil India, HCL, DRDO, Coal India, MECL, and NALCO. So in a GATE paper usually is when you compare with GATE and GSI paper, GATE paper has more number of numerical questions than GSI UPSC paper. GATE questions are much more easy to understand. Options are one-word options. There is both MSQ and MCQ section along with numerical section. MSQ is multiple selection answers. More than one option can be correct. MCQ means only one option will be correct. Then numerical questions will also be there in GATE. There is a single geology paper along with an aptitude section will also be there. You have to score, you have to get a rank below 100 to get a get a job in all these companies. Every year ONGC graduate trainee post they will be coming. An average vacancy number is 40. Then Oil India and Coal India is like one after 1 year. Like sometimes they may not call every year, but they do call one after other. Then MECL also almost every year they put vacancies. They give notifications. And in DRDO also, but DRDO has a age bar is there. Maximum age is 28. There is age relaxation for category wise. Age relaxation is also there. So GATE is actually a very good opportunity to get a PSU, get a good job in PSUs in Navaratna companies like ONGC. If getting into ONGC through GATE is the one of the major way. Other than that, there is a next other option is only getting a placement from your college. Other than that, it's only gateway is GATE entrance examination itself. Okay. Yeah. So GATE is when you compare with GSI and GATE exam, UPSC geoscientist and GATE exam, GATE is for those who are good in numerical section, GATE is very easy. GATE will be very easy because most of the questions will be numerical and analytical section. So that's why it's kind of easier for those students who are good in maths. Conceptual questions will also be there. Will be questions of geophysics also included in GATE GG. There is actually a common section. Part A is common for both geophysics and geology. Part B will be exclusively for geology students, and there is a separate part B for geophysics section. So this much is about the GATE examination. Then through GATE, other than getting a good job opportunity in all these PSUs, we can get a job opportunity in, a PhD. We can get into PhD in all these institutes through GATE. So these are the major IITs that provide JRF program through GATE score: IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT ISM Dhanbad, IIT Roorkee, IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Kharagpur. Then other than IITs, these are the other top universities providing JRF program. Even NIT Rourkela also gives a JRF program through GATE. Other than that, IISER, IISc, Indian Institute of Science, University of Delhi, Benares Hindu University, and MNIT. These institutes also provide JRF program through GATE. Then for as I said, GATE is good for getting a. If you qualify GATE, you can have a good job, or there are chances that you can get an admission for PhD or MTech. So getting a job in this PSU as a graduate trainee or an executive trainee, management trainee, exploration geologist, these are the posts they call in the respective companies. So if you are good in maths, if you are good in numerical section, we can get a better, you can get a better score in the GATE examination. So after you give the GATE and paper, after qualifying that, you have to go check in each and every company website. They'll give a notification and you have to apply there through your GATE score. Maybe some companies will even give notification before the GATE exam. So you have to have a continuous idea about like you have to go through the websites whether they have kept the notification or not, or you can use the our website geology.mendogate.com. It's provided, the link is provided in the meeting chat. There I'll show you that we have a portal made over there just to whatever opportunities come. So this is our website. You can see over here there is a section for government jobs. So just go through the geology and geophysics area. So these were actually last year notifications, whatever company came with all the vacancies. Like the moment they put a notification, those we will update it over there. So if you, so this was ONGC this year notification. You can see the last date for application and all the details will be there, and the link for applying will also be provided. So in this way, both government jobs and also you can see there are some private companies also that come up with a very good number of vacancy. That time, the moment they upload, they give an idea, they give up the notification of a vacancy, a career opportunity, we'll be updating it in our website. So you can use our website also for the further like for getting the like notification. If you doesn't have enough time to go through every company's website, just come check over here. We'll be I guess we will be updating in our Facebook, Instagram, social media sections also, channels also. Links are provided in the chat box over here. You can use the link for all the details. Now, so this is about the GATE section. Now, the next important examination is CSIR-NET JRF exam. CSIR-NET JRF exam is for two major categories. One is for getting a JRF fellowship or for lectureship. Lectureship is actually the score required, or the minimum score. If you qualify lectureship, that is the minimum qualification for getting a assistant professor job. So that's why if you, for the cutoff marks for lectureship is actually much lesser than the JRF junior research fellowship mark. So CSIR-NET JRF examination is for both JRF and for lectureship. You can opt for both, or you can opt for either of them while you filling the application form. So this is this year, last year, 2022, JRF cutoff mark. So you can see for an unreserved category, for getting a junior research fellowship, you should have minimum 60% of score. For a lectureship or an assistant professor, requirement is 54.77% is the unreserved category cutoff. So JRF paper, exam paper also have mainly 3 sections. There is a first normal aptitude numerical ability section, the mathematical section actually. Then after that, there is 1 mark geology, earth science, climatology, oceanography, planetary science part. Actually, CSIR-NET examination is for earth sciences. So we'll have to prepare along with geology. You should have a good knowledge about geophysics, oceanography, climatology, and planetary science. Then after that, there is part 2 with all the same subjects from the same subjects, much more conceptual, much more tougher questions will be there. And part 2 is of 2 marks. So actually part A, part B, and part C. So part A is the numerical aptitude section. Part B is 1 mark section with easy questions, and part C is much more tougher section. So you don't need to attend the whole number of papers. There are options. We can choose the questions that we know. So that is also a good thing about CSIR-NET. But along with geology, if you have a good knowledge about other earth science subjects like oceanography, climatology, planetary science, and some geophysics basic section, it will be easier for you to get a good rank. So CSIR-NET JRF examination, these are the major laboratories that provide research facilities through CSIR JRF fellowship. So CSIR Indian Institute of Petroleum in Dehradun, Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research in Dhanbad, Central Salt Marine Chemicals Research Institute in Bhavnagar, National Institute of Oceanography in Goa, Kochi, Vizag, and Mumbai, National Institute of Science and Science, Technology and Development Studies in Delhi, National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology in Trivandrum, National Earths Institute of Science and Technology in Jorhat, National Geophysical Research Institute in Hyderabad, National Physical Laboratory in Delhi. So you can get a screenshot and keep this list. If you qualify NET JRF examination, if you get a good score and a higher rank, you can apply in these CSIR laboratories. So it's up to you. If you have a good interest in doing PhD in petroleum, so PhD, it's about your interest, and when you commit a research paper, for industrial purposes or for getting a job, they may not it may not be easier for those who use geochemical analysis, geochemistry as their PhD section to get a job. But if you choose a petroleum science for petroleum studies for your PhD, petroleum subjects or sedimentary related to petroleum or structural geology, geophysical analysis along with petroleum companies may take you for their research purposes actually. So choose your PhD subjects wisely. So these CSIR laboratories these are very good actually. You can get into an institute that are specialized in that particular topic. So it's always very good to get a PhD from CSIR laboratories. Then other than CSIR laboratories, there is Ministry of Earth Science laboratories where same JRF, through JRF Junior Research Fellowship, they give PhD actually research work. National Center of Seismology in New Delhi, Indian Meteorological Department in New Delhi, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology in Pune, National Institute of Ocean Technology in Chennai, Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology in Cochin, National Center for Earth Science Studies in Trivandrum, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research in Goa. So these are the institutes coming under Ministry of Earth Science. Then other than these institutes, all IITs and other institutes, top institutes, they also take through JRF examination cutoff like mark. It may not be simply the gate entrance or JRF mark. Maybe after that in IITs or this institute also, some maybe in some institute rules are different. They will conduct another set of examination and interview. Then only will be getting an admission for PhD. So what you have to do, go through the institute's website and check when they give the notification for PhD admission. Apply through your JRF score, or if you have gate score, apply through your gate score. There are different channels in different institutes. The number of sections. So in some places there is teaching assistant post. In some places it is the lab assistant post. Like there are different sections are there through into which you can get into the PhD section in that institute. Okay, so always look at the regular notifications. There is periodic intakes in all the IITs and IISER and other laboratories. So go through their websites, look at the notifications, and you can apply over there. Or else there is an option for direct approach. If you are very much interested in a particular subject, you can search for a professor or a guide who is working a project under this particular subject. You can directly mail the professor for getting a PhD under him. Then the professors will be replying back to you if depending upon your interest. If you have to share your work, your subject of interest, etc., along with the mail. So if he is interested at you, obviously he or she will be replying to you. So approaching directly is also another way to get a PhD admission in all these reputed institutes. Now, after PhD, then there is another section that is studying abroad. So studying abroad is actually, so if you are not interested to stay here in India through GATE or through NET, CSIR-NET examination, if you doesn't want to get into, if you don't want to get into an institute over here, you can obviously go for international institutes for international master degree. There are so much of opportunities abroad in European countries or in Canada or in Australia, there are other countries also who give very good education, and there are very much interesting new topics are there. For example, geological data analysis. Geological data analysis is one of the recent studies or recent branch of geology where we are using data analysis in our geological studies or geological exploration work for petroleum industry, for mining industry. For our exploration work, we use data analysis. So that is a very one of the new branch in geology, or when it comes to geomatics, petroleum geoscience, mining geology, GIS related geographical information system, and remote sensing related topics are very good. Colleges are there, and very good professors are also there. Very good facilities will also be there for your master degree. And in the same topic, you can also do PhD abroad. For that, you may require some research papers, like the researches that you have done in your master's, the research papers that you have submitted. Then you using those research papers, you can approach the professors in the universities abroad. You can share your work, and if they are interested, they'll give you admission over there. So usually for getting education or getting an admission in international institutes, you may have to qualify GRE, IELTS, or TOEFI, FL examinations. These are language exams. So you should be good in proficiency. English proficiency should be there. Economically also financial, there are institutes that they provide a good scholarship, but we may have to raise initially a lump sum amount of money also for studying abroad. Some universities do provide a good amount of scholarship. Sometimes we get 30%, 50% of our education, these university fee will be provided as a scholarship, and there are some in some universities the working hourly will be much lesser, so we can go for a part-time job also in abroad. So that way this lump sum amount of money may not be an issue. So if you are interested, we can go outside for our for in good very in good universities. We can have PhD, or else we can have in our own Indian universities which are in the top. We can study over here for the higher studies, or if you get a good rank in GATE, you can get into good in PSUs, because there are enough number of vacancies coming in PSUs, that so through GATE also we can get a job, or you can qualify the other exams coming over, like AMD. They have conducted an exam this year, IBM and Naval Lignite Corporation. Sometimes they said, put a different exam. In 2020, they conducted a different exam. Or in last year they used to call through GATE. Then MECL, sometimes some years they conducted separate exams, some years they call through GATE examination. BARC also has actually age criteria. 28 is for unreserved category. 28 is the maximum age limit. Then Coal India, in some years they could put a separate examination, or sometimes they call through a GATE mark. Or we always have Geological Survey of India through combined geoscientist examination by cracking prelims, mains, and the interviews sections over there. We can have a scientist A grade post as a geoscientist or as a hydrogeologist. And there are so many other UPSC exams also for as scientist B grade, assistant geologist, assistant hydrogeologist examinations are there. Mining officer examinations are there. State PSU exams are also there. Like every state has their own PSU. Odisha PSU, Chhattisgarh PSU, Kerala PSU, Tamil Nadu PSU. Every state government has their own PSUs. They usually call for geologists, hydrogeologists, mining officers, assistant geologist, assistant hydrogeologist post will be there. So there you have to, there are some PSUs in which every state people can apply. There are some universities where like only we may require some knowledge about the mother tongue or about the official language. So everybody may not be able to apply. For example, Tamil Nadu PSC is like almost everyone can apply in the TNPSC. There is actually a weightage for Tamil Nadu people, but everyone can apply in TNPSC. Every year there is a huge number of vacancies for geology over there. So you have to check the state PSCs also. Anyway, whatever vacancies come, we'll be posting that in our website. So please have a constant look over there. If you go have a constant look, like if you go for constantly, if you are checking for jobs, you can keep on apply. And if you are MSc final year students, you can start apply for geologist examination also, for you GATE exams also, NET exam also. You guys are qualified to attend the examination. Maybe the first year students may not be able to apply for GATE or for GSI. If you are final year students, you can apply for these examinations. So just after your master's, you may be getting a job without any placement. You may get a job through these exams. Okay, so these are the good things about geology. Then there are some private sections other than these government or PSUs. Other than that, there are some private sectors also that provide job. There are some private petroleum companies. They will also sometimes most of the time they may go for experienced people. Other than that, there are some geotechnical institutes, geotechnical engineering sections, where they take freshers for remote sensing and GIS, the Geographical Information System, GIS institutes. Companies, they also take freshers. Mining industries and petroleum industries, mostly they prefer experienced hands, but still there are sometimes they take freshers. For example, this year Halliburton had a vacancy for a fresher for geology. So even if it is a private institute or a public in sector, we'll be posting the jobs in the job section in the website. Or if you have to study abroad, that's also not an issue. Go for the language entrance, like sorry, IELTS or GRE or whatever exam required. You can qualify those examinations. Find a good college. That's the major thing. If you find a good college, find a professor who has who is working a subject that you want to further pursue. Then go through that, approach them through mail. They will be replying you back. 90% professors reply back, so they will be replying you back. And or if they don't, then keep on trying. You will get a you can study abroad also. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts, or if you want to know anything other than the sections that I've described, if you have any issues over like any doubts from these sections, any exams, you can ask me, or we can directly go to a small quiz section. So will be as mentioned, we'll have a small quiz section in the end. Winner will be awarded a small prize from us. So if you have any doubts, you can interact with me now. Otherwise, I'll be directly going to the quiz section. Anything related to the job opportunities, doing PhD, companies?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, please.
My name is Krishnan.
Hi, Krishnan.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have a doubt. Like, students may be interested in doing PhD in fields which is not so popular in India. Like, if we take, I'm interested in doing PhD in the subject regarding to volcanology, ma'am.
Okay.
But I find no people who are interested in here, but I find some of the volcanologists over here, but they are taking their major subjects as igneous petrology and geochemistry or geochronology. They are moving towards the other streams. So
Okay.
will if I'm going to give an exam like CSIR-NET and qualifying it, and if I want to work on the volcanics of India, will they uh, will they be willing to guide me, ma'am, or is it the other way?
See, thank you, Krishnan. See, first of all, you have to what you can do is directly, if you make a SOP, subject of interest, you may know that, right? You whatever like interest
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have, why
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to study about volcanology, like why you want to be that, like you might have done some researches by now. So make an SOP and approach the professor. That's the only way. I told you there is a direct approach section for getting a PhD. So here, whatever volcanologist a scientist you know, send a mail. It is easy to get mail IDs now. Their
Yes, ma'am.
website
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be there,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Send a mail, ask for their help. If they are willing, they will reply. Most of the professors actually reply back us.
Okay.
They may be busy after 1 day or 2 day. They will reply back. If you are not replying back, you can again text them again, mail them again, not mail them again. And if they are not interested, then there are institutes abroad. You can go work over abroad. There is no difference actually. Now it's all open, right? Now there is
Yes,
no
ma'am.
constraint thing like you have to be in our country only. Like you can go abroad, you can have a good PhD, you can have a good work, and then you can come back over here, join an institute, and you can work over here in India. And you can study upon Indian volcanic like you can study upon our own terrain, actually volcanic
Yes,
terrain.
ma'am. Okay.
That also you can do. Right. So first
So,
thing that is you have to approach the professor.
okay,
They
ma'am.
may be willing to help you out. So
Without
they
any
will
CSIR-NET or GATE scores, they
no no
will
no.
they know? Or after
See,
getting
yes, after getting you have to qualify PhD. Better when it grant wise, it is good to go PhD through JRF, and grant is much higher or much good over there. JRF fellowship is much higher. So like getting a JRF good rank in JRF, that will be better. And then with your JRF rank and even GATE also, there is a validity for GATE. That's a validity. So within that validity year, you can continue mailing these professors with your qualifications and with your subject of interest, and then only they can also intake you. Without scholarships, you won't be able to pursue your field work, your researches. It is a very expensive process.
this one.
PhD is a very expensive process. We require a scholarship for doing our PhD. So for
Yes,
that, you should qualify these fellowships, grants, and then you can opt for, you can approach these professors. Am I clear,
ma'am.
Krishnan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. If you can type in the chat box also your doubts. I'll read the chat box. You can I'll explain your doubts through the chat box also. If you doesn't want to talk, it's fine. You can use the chat box. Actually, abroad there are very much interesting topics. Like we are not that developed in these subjects like data geology, data analysis in geology. So the job facilities also are also much higher abroad. Like countries like Australia, number of mines are very high. Like geologically, it's a very important terrain. So there are so many mines, there are so many geological works going on. So over there, the vacancies are also, or opportunities are also much higher. So and lifestyle, living lifestyle, things will be different from our own. We have to go outside from our comfort zone. We have to go outside, and you have to interact with different type of people. Language will be different, but still like if you love the subject geology in their terrain, like it will be different. You can explore more actually. Or you can do a PhD and come back to our country. And further, there are so many institute over here. You can join any of IITs or any other institute. You can have a professor, you can be an assistant professor and continue your research works over here. Or if you want to join a job, crack GSI examination, get a job as a geoscientist. Even GSI will help you to get a PhD. If you want to be if you want to get a PhD, Geological Survey of India, they will help you out to get a PhD. They will help you to join institutes for research works and all. That also we can do. As a part-time, we can do PhD research works. In if you want to work as a geotechnical engineer, if you are good in civil engineering, the engineering geology portion with lithologging and the slope stability, dewatering calculations, there are some civil engineering plus geology sections. So if you are good in that, there are good opportunities for geotechnical engineers in Middle Eastern countries. There, the terrain is very different from our terrain. There, the water table is very shallow. It's almost 1 meter, 1.5, 2 meters deep only. So though they have to study the interior, like their subsurface in detail, then only they can construct buildings. So for this geotechnical works is much more prominent over there. So those kind of vacancies, like those kind of jobs will be higher, like opportunities will be much more in Middle Eastern countries. For making a small building itself, or from a small store, one stored or two stored building to 100 storied heavy buildings, they will do this geotechnical study. 20 meters, 15 meters core sample, they'll analyze geotechnical complete geotechnical work they will do, and laboratories are there, geotechnical laboratories are there. So this geotechnical engineer vacancies, like job opportunities, are much higher in Middle Eastern part. Then remote sensing and GIS is it's in India also, it's there, in abroad also. There are much vacancies are much higher in GIS and remote sensing field. So better get a good rank in GATE or JRF, score very nice, like prepare for the exam well. For GATE, you should be very good in numerical, and there is an aptitude section, and the entire geology section, 50-50, we can say 50% of questions will be numerical, 50 is theoretical as of now. So previously it was all theoretical questions. After 2016, they started adding numerical questions, and they started increasing number of numerical questions, started reducing the theoretical question. In this way, now it's almost equal in number. Theoretical and numerical questions are almost equal. So with for coming years, maybe the number of numerical questions will be higher in GATE. So for GATE, for getting a good score in GATE, you should be thorough with the numerical questions, the mathematical equations, units, conversions, and everything. So getting then you can score a good mark or good rank in GATE. If you are having a rank below 100, then there is a good chance for getting a job in PSUs, those who call through GATE. Then comes the getting an MTech degree in NITs and IITs, ISIR, IISc institutes, or getting a PhD can also be happen through GATE. Then these are the, see, in India, we don't have much private sectors. We mainly get job in government sectors. So government sectors, you have to be good in competitive exams. You have to prepare well for competitive exams, score good in competitive exams, then only through that only you'll get a job in government sectors. So you have to prepare for these exams very thoroughly. You have to go through good research, good books, read the refer good books, make good notes, revise, make a timetable according to the exam, make a timetable, revise the sections, understand geology, and study for along with your semester papers. You have to prepare for this competitive exam. Solve all the previous year questions. Then that will increase your confidence. That will increase the chances of getting a job also. So I hope you guys doesn't have any other doubt. Shall I go for a quiz, or anybody have any more issues or doubts? Okay, so please, there are only 3 questions. So please read the question. You can answer. If you know the answer, please mention it in the chat box. So there is a small prize for you guys, small token from our side. So please, this is the first question. Lateral aggradation of sediments in the meandering channel system causes formation of herringbone cross stratification, epsilon cross stratification, convolute bedding. Lateral aggradation. Okay. So Chinmay is the first one who come up with the right answer. Congratulations, Chinmay. Yes, it is epsilon cross stratification. Everybody congratulate Chinmay. Chinmay is the first one who got the answer. So lateral aggradation of sediments in a meandering channel. system, it causes formation of point bars. So point bar formation is by lateral aggradation. So when lateral aggradation happens one after the other, when point bar form, during the lateral accretion, the point bars one after the other with lateral migration and lateral accretion, it causes formation of a pseudo cross stratification, and that is called as epsilon cross stratification. So direction of dip of epsilon cross stratification will be parallel to the direction of migration of channel, and the same direction of dipping direction of epsilon cross stratification will be perpendicular to the direction of flow. Usually cross stratifications, dipping direction of the strata, the foreset dipping direction defines the direction of flow, paleocurrent direction. So it will be towards which side it is dipping, towards that side will be the flow downstream direction. Whereas in the epsilon cross stratification, dipping direction will be perpendicular to the flow direction and dipping direction will be parallel to the migration. And why epsilon cross stratification is forming? That's simply because of lateral accretion of point bar. So I hope it is clear to everyone, and congratulate Chinmay for your answer. Then there is, so first one was Chinmay, then Akshi also got a correct answer, and Abhishek Chowdhury. So let's go for the next section. Which one of the following is not originated from Kerguelen hotspot? Sylhet Trap, Rajmahal Trap, 90 East Ridge, and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Which one of the following is not originated from Kerguelen? Yes. Good, Akshi. Akshi Goel gave the first right answer. It is Andaman Nicobar. Akshi Goel, he also gave the second right answer in first section also. So Sylhet Trap, Rajmahal Trap, and 90 East Ridge, three of them, they all three form from Kerguelen hotspot, whereas Andaman Nicobar is not formed by a Kerguelen any hotspot origin. All these three are present in the eastern side of India. Sylhet is present in the northeastern part. Rajmahal Trap is present in the eastern part in Jharkhand, Bihar area, so the Jharkhand, West Bengal area. Then 90 East Ridge is present in the Indian Ocean part, parallel to the 90-degree latitude, so 90-degree longitude. So all these three are formed by Kerguelen hotspot. In the west part of India, Deccan Traps, then Lakshadweep, then more downwards when it comes to the Maldives, all those were formed by reunion hotspot. When the Indian continent was shifting towards the moving towards the northeastern direction, when Indian continent passed through these hotspots, Indian plate pass through these hotspots, it causes formation of all these Deccan Traps, Sylhet, Rajmahal, 90 East Ridge, Lakshadweeps, etc. Now, Reunion hotspot is currently situated in the African plate, and Kerguelen hotspot is more closer to the Antarctican plates. Okay, now let's see the last question. I can see so many of you got the right answer. Akshi, Devasmita, Subhajit, Shahsan, Purnima, congratulate you all. Congratulations. Now let's see the last question. average linear pore water velocity increases with porosity increase, hydraulic conductivity increase, hydraulic gradient decrease, Darcian velocity decrease. Yes. Good. Shahsan Hasim got the first answer, and Akshay is also here, and Subhajit Chattopadhyay is also there. Subhajit and Akshay is actually just moments after you gave the right answer. So I guess the winner is Akshay Goyal. Congratulate Akshay Goyal. You'll be getting a small token from our side. We'll be providing you one of our test series. You can go through our test series for free. You can give all the mock test, subject-wise test over there. There are more than 500 and questions will be there in a single test series. So you can go through all those questions. Congrats, Akshay Goyal. So, Akshay, can you please give us a call in this number so that we can arrange, we can give you the details like about the test series. Okay, so this much is about the section that we wanted to give you. I hope this was a helpful section. I just went through all the details that we required from the opportunities and the major exams that we can give in India, UPSC, GATE, and all other exams, and about the test papers and their cutoff marks of different examinations and the different laboratories and institutes into which you can get a job or you can get a PhD in all these sections in all IITs and NITs. You can get an MTech also if you are a MSc student. Then about getting a job abroad or getting a master degree, a PhD abroad also we have discussed. And congratulate Akshay Goyal for winning the quiz section. So I hope this much is your doubt, and this, you guys please contact Akshay in this number, or if you guys also have any doubt in any of your career opportunity sections or your competitive exam issues, you can contact us. We'll help you out in any issue. And for your job opportunity notifications, please visit our website. We'll be uploading the datas over there, notifications over there. You in a single website you will be getting all the data, so better that will be a good opportunity for you to get the job vacancies over there. Even if there is a job opportunity coming in LinkedIn, we'll post that also over there in the LinkedIn. Notifications also will be there in the website. And please follow us in our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram channels. There also will be uploading some resourceful things up for geology competitive exams. So thank you so much. I'm signing off. So this is KP Classes. Thank you very much, you guys, for joining us. Thank you.